Good morning, Prime Minister Carney. My partners and I at our firm are truly honored to be with you today. We're here to present our firm's design for the Royal Proclamation 2025 Wampum Belt. This belt symbolizes Canada's unwavering commitment to building a truly renewed nation-to-nation relationship with Indigenous nations, one rooted in truth and reconciliation. Every aspect, from the colors to the symbols, was chosen with purpose. It represents key elements of Indigenous legal orders and culture, highlighting the foundational changes needed for a respectful relationship. The colors themselves are highly significant. White symbolizes peace and enduring commitment. Purple represents that nation-to-nation relationship and the spirit of diplomacy. And orange is included to honor future generations who will walk this new shared path. Let me now guide you through the four distinct symbols woven into this proclamation belt. Each one signifies a vital commitment. The very foundation of this commitment is the tree of peace. This symbol is crucial for moving away from Canada's deeply entrenched colonial practices onto a genuine path of peace. It signifies a new beginning, demonstrating peace after periods of violence. As we learn in our Indigenous Legal Orders course, the Tree of Peace invites us into a welcoming space under its spreading branches. It creates a place for reflection on our roots and our relationship, with a vision of peace with ourselves and all of our relations. Its base, with four white roots, proclaims peace of nations in the world. Ultimately, it shows a rooted commitment to fostering a true nation-to-nation relationship. Next, we will have the imagery of the two streams. This element is profoundly significant. Water is sacred in Indigenous cultures, values, and legal orders, powerfully representing the continuous flow of peace and the distinct channels needed for truth and reconciliation. From the teachings of the peacemaker, we understand water as a vessel for change, guiding us through principles of peace, power, and friendship on a journey toward healing. Their inclusion acknowledges that we've attempted similar paths before and regrettably fallen short. It serves as a stark reminder of where we have come from and where we need to go, underscoring the vital importance of discipline and open communication as we move forward. Within these streams, you'll also notice a diagonal line. This represents the division created by borders like the one separating Canada and America. But importantly, it also powerfully reinforces Indigenous resilience. It illustrates how nations like the Haudenosaunee assert their rights against artificial creations. Their existence long predating these divisions. Crucially, the two streams also emphasize a relationship of reciprocity in Indigenous water relations. This means maintaining respectful relations between humans and nature. It's a critical commitment for Canada, demonstrating an understanding that just as water sustains human life, humans hold an inherent caretaking responsibility for the waters they depend on for their survival. Acknowledging this shows a profound commitment to treating the earth better and respects its deep significance for Indigenous cultures and legal orders. Our third symbol, the twin footprints, speaks to kinship, coexistence, and fundamentally equality. Their travels brought them close, emphasizing that what shall happen to one of you will also happen to the other. This symbolizes equality, distinct paths, distinct tribes, yet living alongside one another in coexistence. By incorporating these twin footprints, we acknowledge that genuine reconciliation requires not walking alongside Indigenous nations, but also formulating a path for Indigenous nations to lead the way forward. This allows the colonial government to walk in balance rather than a position of dominance. However, Prime Minister Carney, our analysis identified a significant issue here. This concept risks remaining hypothetical if fundamental structural change doesn't occur. We've seen how indigenous legal traditions are too often interpreted through Western standards. This can undermine native reality and distort their meaning. This demonstrates an authoritative and hierarchical relationship. To rectify this, we propose the Crown take a crucial step back. This means reducing its interpretive power and empowering Indigenous leaders to fully reclaim their essential role. The Crown's focus must shift to honoring these interpretations. That will truly restore a path of balance, equality, and kinship, exactly as these twin footprints symbolize. Finally, let's turn to the broken sword. This symbol represents Canada's explicit acknowledgement of the profound harm caused by colonial legal doctrines. It signifies a decisive rejection of frameworks like the doctrine of discovery. Historically, it symbolizes the definitive end of that paternalistic worldview, showing a clear intention to rebuild relationships based on equality and shared responsibility. This broken sword powerfully complements the other elements of the belt. It aligns with the tree of peace, where peacemaking means bearing weapons to foster unity. It echoes the waterway's teachings on open communication, building continuous movement for healthy relationships. And it reinforces the twin footprints, which teaches that nations must walk parallel paths as equals. By symbolically breaking the doctrine of discovery, we allow the relationship to truly be guided by the principles of Indigenous legal orders. For example, the teachings under the Great Law of Peace provide core values essential for peace and good governance. These include the good mind, which encourages integrity, compassion, and long-term thinking. Peace, emphasizing harmony and well-being and strength. Together, these principles support a healthier, more respectful relationship. They're specifically intended to replace the damaging assumptions left behind by colonial doctrines. The covenant chain also offers vital guidance within an ongoing treaty relationship founded on peace and friendship. Success depends on regular meetings, open dialogue, and consensus building. Historically, Canada has failed to uphold these responsibilities, leading to conflict and distrust. Renewing the principles of the covenant chain can ensure disagreements are resolved through respect and diplomacy. By adopting these principles, Canada signals it's truly ready to build a renewed nation-to-nation relationship, one based not on domination, but on balance, communication, and shared responsibility. Prime Minister Carney, the Royal Proclamation 2025 Wampum is deeply rooted in strengthening Canada's unwavering commitment to upholding our duties to Indigenous nations. These duties are powerfully exemplified by the Tree of Peace, the two streams, the twin footprints, and the broken sword. Together, these symbols represent Canada's fundamental duties: peace, sincerity, communication, kinship, coexistence, and responsibility. This belt isn't just about acknowledging Canada's current efforts. It's about establishing a clear guiding path that Canada must follow toward genuine, lasting reconciliation. It embodies a commitment that needs to manifest not just in words, but actionable changes that will forge a healthier, more respectful nation-to-nation relationship. Thank you.